Hey guys, hope you're well. Good evening, about 5 minutes early. I've just finished a live interview in Josh's group and I'm jumping in here. Going to go through the questions you guys have been asking. I'll give it a few seconds. I'm just going to literally go through, find the questions that you guys were asking anyway, and then go from there and then see who joins us. Hopefully a few people join us. I'll give it a few seconds. And then what I'll do is just jump straight in, answer the questions, because I'm also well aware that my laptop could die. So give me 2 seconds. We'll just let that group build up a bit. All right, cool. So I hope you're all well. Hope you've all been smashing this week. I cannot believe it's Thursday fucking evening already. It's just been ridiculous. There's a question actually. I'm gonna do so. I'm gonna dive straight in because you guys. I'm well aware it's 9 o'clock. It's probably a lot of your bedtime because, you all got to do PT at 4 o'clock in the morning and stuff like that. So, Ali put up a question earlier about being quoted for doing radio advertising. Look, there's no such thing as bad advertising. However, what I would say is that $500 a month is a lot of money in anybody's books. And I actually said to Ali that I would probably, the questions I would be asking before I parted with that kind of money for radio ads, yes, they can be powerful. Yes, they can work. But I think I'd want to know things like when the ads would go out, are they during the day? Is it during the day you're only hitting really the retired or the unemployed? If you're selling a program like your one-to-one program, then you'd retired can probably afford it. Your unemployed definitely can't. If it's going out at drive time, again, what's the numbers of drive time? How many people are tuning in at drive time? Especially if it's local radio. So if it's local radio, you probably find during the day they listen to local radio, but then there'll be maybe a show like that they prefer on one of the big stations that they just tune off. Most people in the car listen to Radio 1, Radio 2. Are they listening to local? How do you know that? How do they track that? You definitely want to know that. You also want to know about how they're going to drive their ads. The only thing I don't like about radio ads is that fucking cheesy jingle. But there's a lot of questions to ask before you go smashing out into radio ads. I still think that Facebook, and I'm sure Stephen Craven, if he was on here right now, would agree that I still think Facebook is the cheapest way to advertise for leads, whichever way. I don't care if it's PT and that kind of stuff. It's still the cheapest way to advertise for leads. So I just wanted to touch on that briefly before we smash on. Okay. Right, cool. Got some questions. Right. When starting out as a PT, I took clients on to build business and make money. I'm now at the stage where I'm financially secure enough to pick who works with me. I've also recently stacked a few clients off. Is this something every new PT will experience? Did you experience this? Yes, Zoe, absolutely, babe. I did. You do get to a point where you get to choose who you can train with, knowing a little bit of your story. And I know, things have picked up definitely for you. I would say that you're still on the first, second run on the ladder. So don't try to run before you can walk. Still get yourself out there. Don't make yourself too closed off just yet. I've been doing this for 13 years and I still, even though people tell me all the time I should be charging more if they want to train with me. I love running the business. I love doing this stuff. I love creating content. I love doing the videos. So for me, I'd rather be doing that than training clients. But I don't also want to come across like a complete douchebag who goes, well, I don't train clients anymore. So personally, get involved, man. Just enjoy it, love it, grow it. If things are starting to look good for you, I would literally fucking wax that board and ride the shit out of it, personally. Oh, surfing pun. So that's where I would go. So, having known your history, I'm not going to I am financially secure. I think anybody who owns a fucking business is never, ever, ever financially secure unless that money's fucking working for you. Just because you have clients who pay you does not make you financially secure. May not be what you want to hear, but believe me, you are not financially secure. Unless, of course, you've taken large sums of money and invested it and making that money work for you. When you've got money working for you, you are financially secure. If you're working for money, you're not financially secure. Anyway, that put a fucking pisser on it, didn't it? So, once clients have come to an end of a service you provide, how would you go about keeping them? A lot of my one-to-one clients don't want to do the semi-private that I offer. Why are they coming to an end, dude? I don't understand why clients are coming to an end. We've got one-to-one clients who've been working for us for 8 years. I don't understand. It's got to be down to where you're selling it. We say to clients, we do a minimum of 3 months. You have to do 3 months with us, and then you go. Then it's monthly after that, and you just got to give us notice. That's pretty much the only fucking discussion. We don't do, you're going to do 12 weeks, and end of 12 weeks, then we renegotiate. No. Steve, so it's fine, mate. I was up to my eyeballs in it as well, and it's really difficult to concentrate on what we were chatting about, mate. But you've nailed it, dude. You know you have. So how would I go about keeping them? Well, making it clear that there's really no end, especially one-to-one clients, because there isn't. Because it should be about selling the lifestyle and the fact that the way I put it to people is. You go and get your teeth whitened. You spend a lot of money on getting your teeth whitened and straight, and you got perfect, lovely teeth. And then you've got all that, and that's like PT. So you've got the body, you've got in shape, you've got the thing, and then you never brush your fucking teeth again. What do you think happens to them lovely teeth that you spent all that money on, or that conditioning on, or making sure they're all shiny, and you never do them again? Yep, they're going to fall out. Same thing with your PT. We've got you in shape, got you eating better, got you feeling better, got you happier, you're sexier, your sex life has gone up, you're fucking bosh. Why the fuck would you want to stop that? So if you don't, there should never be a how do you keep them? No, they should just want to stay. I didn't mean to do that. Right, just lost the group. Bear with me. I'll come back to it. Cool. Right. Let's answer them questions on air. The thing is, I put up in here like Q&A, and then get questions, and then I remind people there's a Q&A, and then I get questions, and then tell people it's tonight, and then I get questions. It'd be much easier if people just post it underneath. Okay, we've answered that question. It's answer was bubble wrap. So. Okay, Zoe again, cool. What are the best ways to get your business known in your local community? So far, we've donated raffle prizes. Follow local business on Instagram. Yeah, cool. Have they followed you back? And what's the purpose? It's kind of like likes, unless there's an action or something or a reason behind it. Meh. Leaflet dropped. Cool. I'll come back to that, Zoe. That's a good one. Got involved with local events and competitions. Awesome. Just showing up is always a good start. We did it in the beginning, showed up at fates, showed up at fucking events, showed up at we get contact. Hey, we're doing this health thing. We'd love it if you could be there. You'll be the only person there. And when you get there, they weren't fucking lying. You literally are the only person there. We've done all that. I'm soon teaching boxing at local school for Mental Health Awareness Week. Awesome. Great. It's just showing up. This question here contradicts your previous one, where you're like famous and driving around in a Porsche. This is real. This is business, right? We also work alongside local massage therapists. Cool. So the best way to local community is to make sure the local community know what you do. So that's introductions. That's going into everywhere and talking about what you do. Showing people what you do, inviting people along to come and try everything. I know it's tacky as shit and you don't want to do it, but you know what? If that's what it takes, then that's what it takes. Leaflet drops are cool. They've got to have a call to action to them. I tend to do it when we do flyers, and I haven't done one for fucking years. I tend to make sure that I've got social proof. So, hey, this is what we can do. Hey, here's something that you might find useful in the future. So maybe a recipe or a workout or something. I give them a reason to keep the flyer. And also a little bit so what I would do is say, for example, do a workout, do little pictures of a complete workout. So, hey, so if you want to target mostly women, you make sure that the flyer, because remember your flyer can't really hit men and women. It's the same as Facebook. You want to do a flyer drop for mostly women in the place. So, hey, follow this workout to get the beach bum for summer, that kind of thing. By the way, if you want the diet that goes with this, here's the link you'll need. So that forces them to go to your website, put in their email address to get the diet that goes along that's going to give them the beach bum this summer. Yeah, get an arse like J-Lo, but by the way, you're going to need the diet plan. It's over here. Make them go, call to action, go to the site, bosh, put in their email, download the book. You now have that flyer has now just created a warm lead for you. Yeah, and then your email, your auto sequence, and everything else after that is what nurses are. And you can just completely wow them with your amazingness. Send them to your YouTube channel, make them subscribe, maybe send them to Instagram. Depends what you're doing with it. Yeah, but call to action every time. And yeah, literally like you just said, though, you just got to show up. You just got to be there. What are your best tips for creating online platform at the beginning, Steve? I meant to ask you, Steve, what you actually meant by online platform. Are you actually talking about an online training platform? I am not the best person to answer that. I'm about to do something online, but I'm going at it from a completely different route. However, I wouldn't know. There are other experts out there, several of them. Yeah, you talk about online. To be honest, mate, every fucking personal trainer wants to be online. It's flooded. I'm not saying it's impossible. There are people who are doing very well online and have been for a long time. You've got to be prepared. Your shit's got to look polished. It's not like how it used to be where you could just send somebody a meal plan and a workout and just call it online training. There are people out there who can definitely help you with that. Suck is really good. So Stephen Craven's one of Stephen Craven's. So if you tag Stephen and say, hey, do you have details for Suck? Because I want to talk about online stuff. I know he helps people get online, do their online programming. That's what he does. That's his thing. So he's probably best to answer that. I'm no expert. I'm just about to literally dip my toes, but I'm kind of going in it from a different avenue, mate. We're launching in the US, not in the UK. But let's just try something different. So, best ways of financing a gym. This question comes up a lot, Stu. And pros and cons over outright purchase loans. Okay, I personally have bought absolutely up until recently. I have bought everything in my gym. Fucking hell, I haven't had a drink since December. That was a Freudian slip. Everything in my gym is bought by me, paid for by me. We don't owe anybody anything. However, recently we leased about £8,000 worth of kit. So nothing major, nothing I couldn't pay off tomorrow. But I wanted to do that because I have plans of things that I want to do. And I thought having a good relationship with a leasing company, we made it quite difficult. So we had kit made, which is difficult because there's no serial number. So you find that some leasing companies are not happy to lease unless there's a fucking serial number. And so basically they know that if you default, they can pull the shit back and sell it. It's really hard for them to sell dumbbells. I wanted to make it difficult. I wanted them to jump through hoops for us. I wanted to get it to a point where, they were like, okay, yeah, we'll take your business. So then over this next 12 months, I can show them that we're reliable, we're efficient, we know our shit. So with the plans that we got going forward, they would be more likely. And again, I didn't go in there saying I want 40 grand. I wanted to go small. So then next time, if we do what we've got planned to do, if it comes up, I don't know. At the moment, it's not something I'm focusing on. But I know I'm staying a little bit dark. I'm not really going into it much. But look, if you can afford to buy the kit, buy it. There are plenty of opportunities out there. What tends to happen is people think they've got to now go out, buy all the gear, loads of it, it's got to look amazing. I'm going to overfinance myself. But you need to remember now, 2, 4, 6 years. If you can afford to do it in 12 months like us, then awesome. But, you're tied in. It's a debt. It's a debt. It's something else that you have to now meet. So how many clients you need to pay that lease? So if your kit's going to cost you £1,000 a month and your rent's going to cost you £1,500 a month and you've got to pay your wages, before you know, you need £4,000 a month before you've made profit. So, if you can afford to buy my first studio, I will find photos of my first studio. I can to this day, I'll tell you what was in it exactly. I had Medicine balls going from, I think, 2 to 10 kilos, something like that. I had dumbbells, which I'll come back to that. I had dumbbells and barbells from Jordan with the rack, one bench, and a couple of Reebok step boxes. That pretty much covers it. I borrowed the money from my brother to buy the dumbbells because I couldn't afford them. So I borrowed the money from him. He bought them for me and I paid him back. And that's literally how Absolute started. That was it. That was when we opened the facility. That's how I opened the facility. One bench, a couple of step boxes, some dumbbells. That was it. So remember, most people don't come to you because you've got magnificent dumbbells. They come to you because they want to get in shape. I just knew that I had the knowledge to get people the transformations they wanted. I could do it with a medicine ball. I could do it with a dumbbell. I could do it with a fucking mat. It didn't really matter. I got mad skills. So anyway, dude, I would just start off small. Start off, if you haven't got the money, don't overcommit yourself. If you're happy and you go, yeah, man, I can nail it, then look, only you can know that. I personally would finance it myself because you own it all. So if a client leaves tomorrow, it doesn't really matter. Your kit stays there. You know, you lose 3 clients and the finance company go, where's my payment? And then come and collect your stuff. You lose the rest of the clients because there's no kit. So pros and cons, straight up advertising with your prices. Would you wait until they're in the door? Speaking face to face, or have them know beforehand? Right, okay. Awesome fucking question, Jordan. Awesome question. So, pros and cons, straight up. I don't put prices on my website because I want them to inquire. I want to get on the phone with them. I want to find out what it is they're looking for because we have so many different products. If you only have one product, then I don't know. But we have so if they can't afford PT, maybe they can do semi-private. Hey, they can't afford semi-private, maybe we can do large group. Hey, they can't do large group, maybe we can do spin, or maybe we can do some of our smaller group stuff at our other facility. You know what I mean? So there is something that we can sell them. So as far as I'm concerned, if you put your price up, you force people to shop on price because you're never going to come across on your website. Look, you can have the videos and all the flash and all the nice and all that stuff. But remember, like I said, your average person doesn't give a shit about that. They want to know, can you help me get in shape? And the way I put it, it's like there's 2 camera shops. They're both selling the same camera. It's identical. Nothing, no different. Same make, same name, same fucking everything with it. £129, £139. So imagine this is you right now, right? You own your £139 because, hey, you know, you're worth more. This guy over here has £129. You literally force that person to kind of get, you both got the same cameras, you both got it, you know, because you both websites are saying, we've got a camera, it does this, right? So they go, it's £129. Anybody with common sense would go, that's fucking £10 cheaper to buy that camera. But if they come in and asked about this guy was going to show them how to use it. He's going to do a workshop, how to get the most of it. I'm going to show you, like, look, rather than trying to figure it all out, I'm going to spend an hour, give you an hour of my time and show you how fucking awesome this camera is, what it can do, and how you can, like, get this kind of exposure from it. You can do these kind of photos with it. You can do all this for you. So that was worth that extra £10. But hey, the website's literally said, buy this. This is £10 cheaper. This is, you know what I mean? So for me, I don't like putting my price on my website. I want them to go everywhere else. I want them to come to me and go, fucking what? How much? I want that. Because then I go, yeah, let me show you why. And then blow their fucking socks off. So I'm not a massive one for doing it over phone. However, I will contradict myself now. If people ask me, I'm past that. And I know David Thompson will probably string me up for it. If you don't know who David Thompson is, just put in here, hey, David Thompson, tell me about sales. The guy's a fucking god on sales. But I'm at a point now where I don't really want to be talking people into it. So if they ask me, I'm interested in personal training, can you tell me what the price is? I will tend to say, hey, I would first say, hey, would you like to give me your number? And I'll give you a call. But sometimes, generally, I'll just go, it's our most expensive, exclusive product. And we are the most expensive in town. If you'd like to give me your number, I will give you a call and we can discuss it. But I just thought you should know that. And that will pretty much make us lose 6 out of 10 of them people because I've told them it's expensive. And they're not going to, they don't want to give me their phone number because they don't want to turn around to me and tell me they can't afford it. It's cool. Yeah, it's fine. I make no apologies for it. So, but generally, if you can get them on the phone and you've got different products to sell them, smash it out, man, sell it to them. Thanks for attracting people to find, to find us, follow us, interact with us, and then buy from us. About building an active audience. Okay, I'm not quite sure if that's a question or it's a statement. Okay, attracting people to you is all about your message, and do people believe you? Do people buy into what it is you're saying? Do they understand what it is you have to offer? Some people have got so much going on that there's so much brand confusion, not even fucking brand, it's just confusion. And so if you want interaction, you got to ask for it. It's difficult through Facebook because Facebook are about to turn around. So you can't turn around to Facebook and go, if you like this, share it. You can't do that anymore. They won't like it. But if you want more interaction from the members that are in your groups, which is what you should be doing, the people that are already buying from you would love you, would like you, and already trust you, they're the guys that you should be getting the interaction from. They're the guys you should be saying like, hey, you know what, doing a client appreciation weekend where we're all going to go out and we're going to fucking bowl, or we're going to have a few drinks, or we're going to go whatever. Hey, why don't you bring your sister, your brother, your aunt, the dog, the fucking cat, whatever it is, bring them with you. And then you can show them how awesome you are. So the sister, the brother, whatever it doesn't work with you currently, by the end of that night will think you're the fucking nuts, and they will come. And simple as that. That's how I would do it, mate. Start with who you know. If you were working in a commercial gym, what would you do to get clients? Dude, Alex, good question. I just mentioned that in Josh's class. I'm tearing through it because I'm well aware I've got 16% fucking battery on this laptop. Although I could just plug it in. That would be useful, I suppose. But, Alex, dude, when I worked in a commercial gym, because it's where I kind of started my business job, I was told to go approach clients. I don't know what kind of training you do, dude. So I am a typical lift weights, throw shit around kind of guy. When I was back in the day and I was competing and training, I was never rude, but I really didn't like people talking to me in the middle of a set. So think about it. You're training, some personal trainer with a clipboard comes up and says, how's your training going? Would you like some PT? Generally be followed by fuck right off. So I used to sit by the water fountain or where they've got to come to get water or where they're off the gym floor. And my approach would literally be go, you know, how's it going? Look like you're working pretty hard. You know, are you focused on anything right now? Strike up a general conversation. Don't just pounce and go, oh, I've got an offer. It's buy 10, get 19 free. Don't do that. All right. Just strike up conversation. Don't go for the ask. Offer to give. Hey, you know what? You know, if you ever want a spot or do that kind of thing. You don't, you know what I mean? You just want to be laid back, cool. You know, I'm comfortable. I know what I do. I know what I'm good at. You know, I'm here if you want me, that kind of thing, right? Because then the next time you see them, you can say, hey, how's it going? You know, I saw you, like, you know, how's your training been going this week? Well, you know, this week it's been, they'll open up a lot more. Well, this week I've really struggled. What you struggled for? Well, I'm being tired. How's your sleeping? Are you eating enough? I tell you what, why don't you write down what you're eating next time you're in, pass it by me. I'll have a glance at it. I'll make some adjustments and tune it for you. Yeah? Cool. That's it. Again, you've give. So that's twice now you've given to that person. You didn't ask anything. You offered to, hey, if you want a spot. The second time you've offered to take a look at their diet plan if they ever need anything. The third time they come in, they bring their diet plan. Hey, here's that diet plan you said you have a look at for me. Yeah, cool. What I'll do is I'll take a look. You got your email? I'll note down something and I'll email it to you. And then what we'll do, well, I'll sit down with you and we'll go through what my phone is like. How's that saying? Oh, that'll be all cool. Here's my email address. Boom. You now just got your first email attachment. So you can now, you know. So sit her down, sit him down, and you go through his food and say, do you know what, man, there's actually nothing really wrong with your food. You move that there and you reduce that there. And what was it you were trying to achieve again? All right, so you want to try and lose some belly fat. All right, cool. This is how This is the kind of plan I would be going down the route at. And how you training? Well, my training is, well, maybe your training isn't right for you. Would you like to do an hour with me, and we'll find out like how your body moves, how it likes to move, what where its strengths and weaknesses are, and we'll do that in an hour. Do you fancy that? It's not going to cost you anything. It's an hour of your time. That's when you get the fucking wow of them. So now you've had 3 interactions, you've asked nothing of them. Your 4th one you've offered to get me in the PT. Bosh, it's how I built the business, dude. It's how I went from no fucking clients to 72 clients in Fitness First before they fucking closed it on me. Long story. I've already done that story. So that's how you fucking build. Yeah. Don't be like all the other PTs where you fucking, they're all there in a puffed up chest going, yeah, look at me, I'm fucking awesome. And I'm a PT. Don't do that. Give, ask. Man, that's a Gary Vee thing, by the way. Best way to find trainers to come and work at my facility, job sites, and anything else. Right, Nikki, cool. Indeed. That's the only place we've ever got trainers, coaches, people that we want in the business is the job site. Indeed. Only place. You can offer on Facebook, but you probably won't get anything at all. You can run ads, but you probably won't get anything at all. So I would go with Indeed. Firstly, I would look at why you need another coach. Is it because you're maxed and you can't literally make any more money? If the answer is no, you probably don't need another trainer. If it's so you can take some time off and spend with your family, cool. But are you earning enough to pay 2 wages? If you are, then cool, go ahead and do that. If it's because you need to free up time to do admin, hire a fucking admin. Is basically the simple one. It costs you a lot less. It means you can now give up them 10 hours that you're doing paperwork for. They do the paperwork and do the contacting and do the email with feedback and check your Facebook and post your content for you. They do all that while you do what you're good at and train fucking clients. I'll answer your question. Where do you see your business in 10 years? Fuck off, Josh. Where do I see my business in 10 years? Everywhere is where I see it. Absolutely fucking everywhere. International, national. I'm already planting them seeds. So yeah, fucking everywhere. I will be 58 at that point. I see the business everywhere, and I see me surfing my tits off in Bali somewhere. Pretty much hanging out with my wife, surf, hang with my wife, surf, till they put me in the ground after that. Cool. It is a massive question, Tim. Yeah, so ask away. Okay, cool. Right. Let's just make sure that there's not the other one on the other Q&A that I asked. Wow. I think, unless there's any others, I will let me just go back. Let me do because they don't always come up on here, which is a bit shit. So I just want to make sure that I've not missed anybody's questions. That's going to be really weird. I'll be listening to myself. Cool. If there's any questions, guys, I've literally got 2 minutes. I got home from the gym, I don't know, about 7:45, literally rushed in, jumped straight onto a call in Josh's group, and then I've done this one. So I haven't eaten yet, I'm fading away. I think I can physically feel myself losing weight while I sit here. So some people might say I need to, but that's because they're horrible bastards. So if there's no questions, guys, it is 9:30. I'm going to eat. I love doing this shit, man. This is why I live for. I don't care that 3 or 4 people see it tonight. I don't care that people are watching it. All I do care about that if people watch it, please fucking put a tick, just a like, even a fucking angry face. At least I know you've watched the damn thing and you've got an opinion. Interact. Right, cool. Have an awesome evening, guys. I love it. I look forward to the next one. I love it when I get thrown. Look, I want you to really think about the questions you want to ask me. I really want you to fucking throw real, I won't be able to answer this one. I love it. Challenge me. Take it easy. Not this weekend. The following weekend, I am running my BBS event in Birmingham. I will have just over 40 personal trainers in the room, which will be exciting, be cool. I'm looking forward to it. I'm amped. I haven't actually thought about what the fuck I'm talking about yet, but hey, I've my wife is doing her master's degree, and she was saying the other day, God, man, don't you just think like sometimes you're just winging it? And I went, babes, we are all winging it. Nobody comes into this world with all the fucking skill sets of running a business, writing a master's degree, studying fucking this, climbing mountains, flying to the moon. Nobody. Every single fucking one of us is winging it. So when you realize that, it's just who's the best at it. So I am literally going to wing it in 2 weeks, and I'll have an idea of what I'm going to talk about, but it'd be really cool. So, and what we are going to do, we are going to live stream parts of it. So, and it will be live streamed into this group exclusively, and we will be recording it. So if there's we'll live stream bits of particular speakers. So if there's a particular speaker that you go, oh my God, man, that was the fucking nuts. You'll be able to access that video through the BBS paid group. It will be going into that. The full event will be going into that. All my coaching clients will be getting a full, if they're not there at the event, if they're not, I don't know why they're not, but they will all be getting a video. And the guys who did the BBS last weekend and signed up onto the membership site last year, they will all be getting a copy of that event. So if they can't make it, they're not going to miss out. Anyway, have an awesome one. Have a great Friday. Smash the shit out of your weekends. Enjoy it. Prepare. Get ready for next week. And have another awesome week. Take it easy. And I will see you all soon.